Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be on how to go about going in for repair at Louis Vuitton. This is a video for people that have never done a return, and just a little information slash insight about going about that process, what was my experience, what I recommend. So I go to the South Coast Plaza Mall in Southern California off Bristol Street, and yeah, that's where I go. It's like the only Louis Vuitton store I shop at, minus the fact they do have the Bloomingdale's store, and sometimes if they don't have a bag at the normal like Louis Vuitton, I go to the Louis Vuitton in Bloomingdale's. That's where I go. That's actually where I got this bag. So my mom had the exact same bag as me, and she got it because I really liked this bag. It's one of my favorites. It's a bucket bag. I got this bag right when the trend of bucket bags was coming into style. I wore it quite a bit, and I actually haven't worn it too much lately. I really need to bring it out because it is so cute, and I think I want to wear it more for like colder weather. I've been just really loving my Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack. It's like the best, one of the best decisions I did. But I do still love this bag, and I do plan on using it. I just haven't been gravitating toward it. I've been gravitating towards smaller bags, and this is a larger bucket bag, but it's like the best size for a bucket bag. I like when bags aren't super small. You have to compromise what you need. So it's like a good medium-sized bag, I'd say. So my mom got her bag, I think a month after I got mine. We went to the actual Louis Vuitton store after I'd purchased mine from Bloomington, and she went there to speak with them about how to go about getting this bag. They put her on a wait list. She paid like half of the bag, and then they called her like 3 weeks later, or maybe less than a month after me. I think they called her 2 weeks and was like, oh, we have the bag, we can charge you now. And like, she was like, yeah, I want the bag. So they charged her, and then I think we went like the following day or two. We went on like a weekend, and she got the bag, and she wears it like almost all the time. She switches between that or one of her Vernis bags she has, but a lot of the time she wore it. And lately I noticed her glazing on the trim. There's a light little glazing right here on the trim, was like cracking all over, and she had one spot where it's cracked so much that like it was like threading was coming through, like it was completely gone, and the coating glaze was completely gone, and it was like the fabric was like threading. And I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, like stop using your bag, like if it gets the canvas, like they're not gonna like fix it. And I was telling her, I was like, I ordered the Palm Springs mini backpack, and I wanted to make sure it was real, which it was. So I was like, I want to go and like have them look at my bag. I was like, let me take your bag, I'll go about like getting your bag fixed. She's like, oh, I'm fine, like just let me know how much it costs and stuff like that. So she's like, okay, you can take my bag. And I took her bag, and I took my bag, and I went there. So I started about her bag first, because I kind of like, this was something I know we could do. So I went and said, hi, I'm here for a repair on this bag. And lady looked at it and was like, all right. The first thing she asked me for was the phone number for the bag and the name of it, because I told her that I'm bringing my mom's bag in to get replaced, or not replaced, to get the glazing fixed, but I like will pay for it. So she went in the system, looked it up, and my mom had this bag for like maybe a year and a half, not super long, like I think maybe a little over 18 months. And she's like, well, all right, we'll fix it. So I was like, okay, like how much does it cost, because she did want me to let her know. And she's like, it's free. And I was like, oh wow, like that's cool, like how long will it take? She's like, well, we need to look in the system see if we have the same bag or one in a different color, if that's what you'd like. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, like, I'm confused. And she's like, well, your bag, you haven't had it for long, so we're redeeming it as, like, they were gonna switch me out a bag. She's like, it's a lot easier for us to just switch it out and then repair this bag. Because she's like, there must be something wrong with it, that the glazing is coming off so fast and it's threading like that. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, I didn't know. And she's like, yeah, usually a manager has to approve the situation, but I'm going to approve it. I think this bag, there's something wrong with it. So she was like the manager of the store. So I was like, oh, cool. And she's like, all right, like, sit down. Like, we'll look for this bag because you want the same exact one. I was like, yes, we want the same exact color and everything. So she went and she left me with another SA, and his name was Dennis. And I started asking him about my bag as he was talking to me about stuff and everything. And then he was helping me, and then I also had talked to the girl as she was like pulling stuff up, because she had first sent Dennis, the SA that was staying with us, to go look for the bag, but he like unfortunately couldn't find it. So I was talking to her before about my bag, and she was looking through and she's like, no, like, this bag is good, everything's fine with it. She like looked it all over. She's like, no, she's like, this is in really great shape. She's like, that's how the leather naturally goes. She's like, oh, you don't need to replace it. And I asked her how much it'd be, and she looked it up. She's like, it'd be about $100. She's like, I'd wait like until it gets really bad. She's like, I have the same exact bag, it looks the exact same. And like, she really was like examining it. So I was like, okay, I feel very confident. The bag checked out everything. It was just more like safe of mind for me going there and like just having them look at it. And yeah, so for some reason in their system it said they had a black one and 2 red ones, or a black and red. I don't know how exactly they said, but I know they had red. And they're like, we can't find it. And then they ended up telling us that someone might have mixed the SKUs, that they have 2 reds and their black is missing. But they looked and Bloomingdale's had 1 black one. So they did like a store transfer, and it was funny because this really buff guy came in with this like white bag with some like red Sharpie on it. And like, he just handed them the bag, and they're like, okay, this is a bag. And then they showed me like to approve. But before that, they did ask me, and they showed me a few options of bags in case I wanted a different color, because they did have red. So they brought me red, and then they brought me their new model with the fun like strap. Let me pull it up and I'll show you guys a pic. It's really cute, but honestly it's my mom's bag, so I couldn't like have the final say. So this is the bag with the strap. So it comes with 2 straps. This bag just has the one. It is the original model. So I called my mom and I asked her, and like I told her what was going on, and she was like, oh, I'm getting a new bag, like, oh, like, how nice. She was all like for it, and I was like, okay, but like they don't have the black one that you wanted. They're gonna try and see. And then she's like, no, I only want black. So then I asked like if they could either order, and they're like, no, Bloomingdale's has one, do the transfer. And then the man with the white bag with right lettering brought it. It was like very, it looked very like fishy, but I guess, I don't know. So yeah, he brought it. I examined the whole bag, looked perfectly fine, and yeah. So in a sense, my return was a little bit different because the bag wasn't longer. So if you've had a bag for shorter than a year, like about a year is their span of like if there's something wrong with the bag that they don't deem that you did to it, they like fix it for free is what I was getting from the SA. She did ours because she's like, the bag is like barely over that year. So she's like, it really like shouldn't have worn, like the glazing shouldn't have come off that fast. So yeah, that's what happened. And then also this bag has gone up in price. So technically if I wanted, I could make money off my bag, but I think I will keep it. Oh, this is the Louis Vuitton card that I got from my new SA Dennis. He's really nice. I love him. Okay, so this is my purchase. Mine was technically at Bloomington. Just keep all the cards and everything together. So initially this bag before tax was $1,390, and I ended up paying for $1,497.73. But with all the price increases that they've had with their bags, I got a new receipt when we did the return. This is it, same packaging, and I realized the price of this has really gone up. Before tax, it is now $1,590, so that's about a $200 price increase, and I show you that it is before tax. So I don't know exactly how much it cost before tax. In California, I think their store is like 7.75%. So yeah. And you have to call for availability. So yeah, you could see the price. Then this is the exact one. I have this bag as well. But yeah, our associate yeah, and then I like signed for it. So yeah, this is how it looks. Here's the client copy and everything, and they just did an even return, so I didn't pay any difference or anything. And yeah, I went to November 15th, and it's already the 25th. But yeah, so my return and how I would really go about returning is, if you haven't returned, I suggest watching some videos and seeing if you think your item, you personally wore it more, or you think it looks like natural wear and tear. But it was not as scary as I thought it was going to be, because this is the first time I've ever done this. I went in going like terrified, because Louis Vuitton, sometimes the people that work there are really nice, like this experience, and then sometimes it's like when I bought my Clapton, and I almost like was getting in an argument, like yelling fight with the store manager, because it wasn't even my fault. It was just that I didn't want to spend money on buying something dirty. I'd rather get it brand new, especially at the price point. But that's besides the fact. I think it just really depends. I think you can gauge, like I could tell the lady was like really nice when I first started talking to her, and she was like really patient with us, and she even left us with the SA to talk with us and like keep us company. They even offered us water, and I didn't even buy anything there. I purely went to get the bag fixed and to make sure that my bag was fully authentic. But yeah, I mean, they did show us options, and they did try to see if like we would buy it, but I was like, no, like honestly, this is my mom's bag. I called her, she wants her bag back, about this the same color. So yeah, that's how my repair went, and it was really pretty smooth. So if you're scared about going in, it's not that big of a deal. If you're getting a mean sales associate, don't be afraid to ask for another one. Louis Vuitton will stand by their products, as they did. Like, they told us like, no, that shouldn't have happened. My mom got a brand new bag, which she was like, whoa, so nice. It's like, wow. Like, my mom always has like such good luck too, so like I don't know if that was it, but yeah, I hope this video was helpful. If you guys have any other questions on the repair process, or you guys have your own personal experiences with getting bags repaired, please comment down below. I'd be really interested to hear about them. since I didn't necessarily get anything fully repaired. It was exchanged, but I went about it as getting a repair. So if you would please, I would appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I hope this video was helpful or made you feel a little bit better about doing a repair at Louis Vuitton. For me, it was very stressful, and I went out really great. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!